today's world of high-speed connection, text messaging, and social networking, we often find ourselves searching for information. There are millions of blogs on the internet. News, sports, politics, and tech. But I bring it all together for you and present it in a relentlessly unconventional fashion. My name is Zenny Abraham, and this is the Blog Report. What are the top tags this week? Let's find out.
The trends for today are that I've selected, I guess you'd call the hot women trends. Heather Clem, Stacey Dash, and Olivia Munn. Now, who's Heather Clem? Heather Clem's the woman that is now been revealed by Hulk Hogan himself, had sex with Hulk Hogan in that now infamous video that's running around the internet of Hulk basically having her, whatever. Heather Clem, to me, is okay looking. She's got great boobs, but she's thin, skinny, gorgeous face. Oh, okay, she's hot, but not the hottest. She's not as hot as Hope Solo or Megan Avalon or anybody else. There's your plug, Megan. So that's what we're talking about, all right? The moral of the story is, hey, sex tapes get names out there. They really do. And also, maybe Heather should thank Hulk for the entire episode because it's gotten her name out there. Think about it. Now, speaking of getting your name out there, we come to, yes, Stacey Dash. And Stacey Dash, African-American, clueless star, celebrity, tweeted out her support for Governor Mitt Romney. Fine, whatever. But she got a huge backlash. Now, by contrast, Olivia Munn has been a Barack Obama supporter for some time, and as I speak, she's going around the country in a great bus by the campaign, stumping for the Get Out the Vote campaign for Barack Obama during the early voting periods in states like Ohio, Wisconsin, and Virginia. Now, what's the contrast here? I think Stacey Dash did it because it was first of all a way of trying to break out of what she thought was a black trap. That is, I'm black and therefore I have to support Barack Obama. No one's saying that to her. But what I'm saying is, Stacey, some of us as African Americans tend to do these things not so much because you believe in Romney, but it's a reaction to someone else who's black. And you want to make a statement and kind of, piss people off and everything else because you know that's going to happen. Because it said nothing substantive about Romney. I'm not saying that everyone who's African American supports Romney does that for that reason. No, not at all. I supported President Nixon when I was 12 years old, but I knew my motivation, all right? My motivation in part was because I perceived a overarching, larger white culture as, more desirable to be a part of, and therefore I wanted to attach myself to that by saying at 12 years old, Nixon was a great president. Why? Because we flew first class on United, my mom worked for United, all I knew were the finer things in life from a travel perspective, and mostly what I saw were people who were white, and particularly white females who were really nice to me. My mom said, someone white's going to marry you because that's all you're used to, and you're, young, you're a boy. So, there is what I went through. But I bet that Stacey has some similar set of reasons because there's nothing she said substantive about Romney, whereas Olivia Munn has said a lot of substantive things about Barack Obama. And she's out there stumping for the right to vote because she's pissed off that there are certain states that are trying to take that right away. Why isn't Stacey pissed off about that? Just curious. But does Stacey have the right to do what she wants to do? Of course. But we also have the right, if she's a celebrity, to say, hey, Stacey, if you're going to tell us to vote for a guy, what's up? Why do you do it? That's all.